So Microsoft PowerPoint is undoubtedly the most popular app used to give presentations. And here are the key actions that you'll need to take to build a PowerPoint presentation. So like every page that you have on PowerPoint would be a slide. So this is the first slide, and you can just go on this button here, and you can add a new slide. And then you'll have to add content to the slides, such as text boxes, images, charts, and graphs. So these are usually found in Insert. So you can add a picture right here. Usually you'll have to save your picture beforehand. You can add shapes. You can add word art. So it's just changing sort of the type of writing that you will add in. You can also change themes and styles to make your presentation look professional and fit the occasion at hand. So for example, if I go into home, and let's say I write Cyber Seniors. Now, in my PowerPoint, just want to make sure, you can go into design and you can choose the type of presentation you want. So you can sort of mix and match, and you can also customize it to your own liking. But these are templates that are very, very handy to just sort of change around the format of your PowerPoint. So I'll keep it at this one. And then you can also prepare presentation aids like speaker notes and presenter view to help you feel comfortable with presenting. That's a bit more advanced, but I'm just mentioning it that it's there. Then there's the ribbon menu, which is on top, which I don't think you would see, but it's over my autosave and the home button and all that. It's just on top of it. And you would have a bar of certain aspects known as like with different words such as PowerPoint, file, edit, view, insert, format. So this ribbon actually brings back things that you can find here or in these tabs. But the file button is sort of important if you want to save your work or if you want to share it, print it. So just remember that there's a file button. Although I can't show it to you on my computer, it's there, and it's good to know that it's there. And then there's the Home tab. So a general purpose collection of the most common tools that you'll use in PowerPoint. This is great for adding for example, different types of fonts. So you can change this into italic, You can make it more bold. You can underline it. You can also change the writing of the paragraph or the title. So I'll just set it to Arial. What's great about PowerPoint is that they have, interestingly, they have a lot of different fonts, a lot more than Word would actually, because they know that for PowerPoints, people try to make their folders look very, very nice. You can also, you can also change the sizing of your font. So for example, I just want to make it bigger. I can do that, or I can make it smaller. I can just go in here and put in the sizing myself directly into this little box. And what's great about the Home tab is that you can actually stay in here and do your entire PowerPoint presentation. You don't have to go into different tabs, because really the Home tab has everything you need. You can add slides, you can change the layout, you can reset, you can really mix and match, and everything can be done here. Next is the Insert tab. So when you're working on adding content to a slide, the Insert tab has every possible tool to add new content to a slide. So you can choose one of these types of objects to add it to the slide. So for example, tables, pictures, charts, video, and more, which is right here. So I had mentioned that at the beginning. Then you can also have, like I mentioned, you can have the presenter view, and then there's a view that's specific to yours. So in the View tab, which is actually, like I said, once again, it's in the ribbon. So if you go into View, you can get a normal view, you can get a notes page, you can get an outline view, a presenter view, a slideshow, and you can just, click on one of those and you work accordingly. So for example, a prof might have a presenter view, PowerPoint, and then they might also have another slideshow for their student. So they have their notes on the side and they have the slideshow. So really it depends on what kind of PowerPoint you would need in that moment. And then there's the design tab, which is right here. So like I mentioned, you can sort of change the overall view of how you want your PowerPoint to be. And you can also, let me just try, yeah. So what's great about this is that you can also add animations, which is right here. So you can, for example, let's say I have this, Cyber Seniors, and I want this to, when I present my PowerPoint, I want it to sort of just fly in. So what it will do, so I click on animations, I clicked on fly in, and if I click preview, that's what it does. So it's pretty cool in my opinion. You can just play around with it, and it's great when you're presenting and you sort of want to keep everyone's eyes on your presentation. That's what we all did in elementary. That's what we still do because it does the job. So also you can add individual slides. So if I go back into home and you go into slides, on the just like the little arrow right next to it, so you can choose. For example, I want a slide that just has a title and content. I would click that one. If I want two content, I would click probably this one. And then I can add two different graphs, for example, or I can add two different paragraphs. So really what's great about this button is that you just go on it and you sort of choose what's really adequate to you or necessary to your needs. Another thing is, okay, so when you add content, another trick you can use is you can use these little buttons here as well. So I'm just going to go back. So I can add this and add a graph. So I can choose column, I can choose a line graph, pie, etc. I can also add a sort of table, I can also import, let's say, a table from Excel or a graph from Excel. What's great about PowerPoint is that it's part of Microsoft, so it works hand in hand with Excel, Word, all these other different platforms that you would use. You can also use them to sort of integrate everything into one or into different versions of what you need. So the theme and style, so after you build out your presentation content, it's a great idea to think about adding visual style. So we went over that. So you just go on the design tab and you click on one of the thumbnails for a theme. So really, like, honestly, everything you need to know, it's in home and in design. And so right now, I know this presentation seems very short, but trust me, it's the easiest platform you can use. And it is really, like, I genuinely mean it. It is very simple, very fun to use. So like I said, the design, you can just, really play around with the design as well. So I can also, which is great, is I can choose on the side other design ideas to sort of enhance the outlook of the presentation. So I can also, let's say choose this one, and it's, it's not necessarily the same as picking one of the top. It's really enhancing it by choosing a feature that's on the side. So I just want to make a very quick overall PowerPoint just so I can, it can be much easier for you to comprehend what I just said. So we start off with Cyber Seniors. I will just write some gibberish just so you can have an idea. And I want to make it much prettier, sorry. So I will highlight this and I will go into animations and I will, let's say, put dissolve in. So if I click on preview, so that's how it cyber seniors comes in, and that's how my gibberish paragraph comes in as well. What's great about PowerPoint as well is that I can also choose it individually and choose a different one. So for example, this one will come in like that, and I will also choose this one to come in as checkboard. So if I do the whole thing, that's the first thing, and those are my second sentences, I guess. Also, I will also insert a table. So I'm just gonna go in here, I will go here. So I will insert a table right here. Does it come in? Yeah. And then once again, I will, for example, have date, numbers, I don't know, June 1, 3, and then I don't know, June 4. So, and then once again, if you attended the Excel or the Microsoft presentation, you would know, but if not, I'm repeating. You can also change the design of your table as well. So for example, that's how it would be. What else can I do? I guess I can also add an image. I'm not gonna click it right now because I don't really have any pictures saved.
How about you insert it from the web? It's right beside it.
Oh yeah, okay, I guess I can do that. So does anyone have any, oops, I'm gonna go here.
And then you'll get a search option.
I guess I'll just go for birds right now because, you know, there's birds all over my garden, so might as well add one of those. Insert. So there you go. And then obviously you can play around with it. So there's that. Does anyone else have any idea what else I can sort of add in?
They were asking for you to do animations.
Oh, okay.
An example animation.
Okay, so I'll just put this. Okay. And then I'll just put numbers, so it's just much. Oh god, 3 and then 4. Okay, so I'm just gonna go into transition animations. Sorry, and I will click on my cyber seniors because I don't want the whole slide to sort of move. I just want the cyber seniors. So I highlight that, and I click on the type of animation I want. So I'll just put in a wheel. So if I preview it, then that's how it would come in. Let's say the number 1 here, I want it as expand. So it comes in as an expand. Same thing for 2. Let's say I put in stripes. And if I just want all of them, if I want all of them to sort of have the same animation, I just highlight all of them, or I choose all of them, and I just do strips, and there you go. All of them would use the same way. Are there any other?
How about presenter view?
Okay, so presenter view. So let's say, okay, so I'm not sure if you see my ribbon, but let's say I go on presenter view. Then this is what I would, oops, okay. So this is what I would use. I guess it's sort of, let me stop that. So this is what I would use in terms of presentation. Sorry, this is very, okay, I guess whatever, it's fine. So, so this would be different. So let's say I want to add notes to what I want to say. Then I would just add it here in this one. What's also great about it is that when you present this, the only thing that your audience would see is these slides. So what's presented here, that's what they would see. But from your end, you would be able to see the next slide that would come up, which sort of prepares you for your presentation. But you also have the ability to add notes, right? Like, so whatever I write down here, my audience would not be able to see it. It's only you, basically. And yeah.
Yeah, so in order to get presenter view to work for you, you need to have 2 different monitors so that you can see the presenter view on your monitor, and on another monitor, it will show the actual presentation.
But if you're using the latest Zoom version, and this is only for the desktop client, you can use presenter view with only one monitor, as long as you present it to your Zoom group. And also, they want to learn how to insert music.
Oh, okay. I haven't ever done music. I'm just.
It's insert audio.
Yeah, audio. Okay. And then you would just go into audio browser or audio from file. So audio browser, it's you sort of look up the audio, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So because I have a Mac, then I also have GarageBand or all these things to choose from. But you can also record yourself. And you can also get an audio from like a particular file if you need it as well.
Oh, and also maybe show them how to save to OneDrive or autosave.
Oh, okay. So if you click on this button here, you can, if you set it on autosave basically, so it will turn green but I have to sign in, which I'm not going to do it right now, but it would just be sort of green here, and you don't have to constantly keep clicking save. It'll save for you, which is a great little button, I guess. And oops, sorry. Okay, and the other thing is that you can also, so once again you go into the ribbon and you go on to file, you go in, so you can save as, so you can save somewhere, or you can export. So if you click on export, yeah. So, sorry?
Sorry, I was just trying to answer one of the questions in the chat. That wasn't dictation, the captioning of PowerPoint words. That's just PowerPoint's new presenter thing for Office, for people that subscribe to OneDrive Office.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Do you want to voice the question and then voice the answer?
Okay, so the question was from Jean and Joanne. Is PowerPoint keying and captioning of Jesse's words automatically? This is yes. It's automatic because of the presenter view preparation stuff. So yes, it is automatic, but you can turn it off. It's only available for Office 365 subscribers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can basically just save it here. But you also, if you have, like I have a Mac, so I have the iCloud drive, and I can directly send it to my iCloud drive. Yeah. Are there any other questions or anything else I should cover?
They also want to know how to insert a video.
Okay, well, it's right next to the audio button. So I'm just gonna minimize this. Okay, so it just, so if I click on this, and so once again, you can browse your own video, you can choose from a file. You can also get they have a collection of movies as well, so you can choose that as well. Sorry, a video. You can choose that as well. So it's just on this button. I'm not clicking that to show it to you, only because I do have some personal videos of my family and all that. So I don't want to expose that, but I can assure you, you just click on that and you can easily add it into your file. It's a very, very short presentation because really PowerPoint is super easy to use and it's very straightforward.